Hi Pisces, welcome to your week ahead reading for February, April 19th through April 25th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be an all-encompassing reading, so it's looking at everything or whatever comes out. That's what we look at. But it is about you and your person or a person. It could be their moon, rising, or Venus sign. Could be a little bit of this, a little bit of that, or all of this or all of that for the reading. All right, Pisces, your week ahead, even though it's already Monday. That's for Pisces. Well, it's only Monday. Not already Monday, only Monday. Okay, 10 of Cups. Get it? 7 of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. The World. Everybody's, yep, 9 of Swords. The Magician, that could be Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. And Swords, 8 of Swords. All right, so let me get the little guys here. Shrimpies. All right. So you're feeling quite settled, are you? Feeling quite settled. I don't think you're happy about the shelter-in-place order, though. I mean, look at this right here. You know, with what's going on in the world, and then being like, oh, I gotta get out of the house. But let's see. I think you're, oh my gosh, look at how crooked that is. Gracious. Need to be better about checking the screen. I think there's some kind of help coming financially. Oh, well, that way. Okay, but is there help coming? It feels like there's help coming. It feels like there's relief. There's some kind of relief this week. What's this? Ace of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. Okay. That's good. What's this World card about for Pisces? I'm going to try and keep this under 10 minutes too, because I can talk, but this is only for a week and I don't want to get all rabbit holey on it. What's this World card about? 3 of Wands. Yep, we're all dealing with that too. Waiting for this whole thing that's going on in the world to get resolved and we can start coming back together. What's this 9 of Swords? Wheel of Fortune. Okay. What's this Magician? What's this Magician? 2 of Swords. What's this 7 of Swords for Pisces? So this is you. All right. So things have been set to rights, but you're still worried. It's like you're still worried about what's to come, or like, is everything going to be okay? And the answer is yes. You're not as alone as you think you are. You got, for the Pisces that I'm reading for, you got help if you want it. I think you've been secluding yourself. I think the seclusion, it might be getting to you, and you do need to reach out. There's a tone of mental health here that you might need to just kind of lighten the load a little bit and just have a few conversations with a friend or something, because you're kind of, I don't even think you realize it, but the Pisces I'm reading for, you might be kind of sequestering yourself or like isolating yourself beyond just being at home. You're not really open to reaching out or have been receptive, and you need to remember to do that for your own self-care. That's part of self-care for you. For the Pisces I'm reading for, is reaching out to others, not suffering in silence. Because you kind of fall down a rabbit hole, and, you know, you keep yourself, it's almost like maybe you were trained to do that, to like suffer in silence and just keep everything to yourself. So even now that you're free and liberated and under yourself and happy and you're healing and there's nowhere to go but up, you're still kind of reclusing yourself, and you don't need to do that. You can reach out to friends and talk and just, you know, touch base, because not doing so, what's showing here is it makes you feel more alone. It makes you, and it doesn't have to be, you are alone, but by choice, and alone doesn't equal lonely. And it's as simple as, if you have friends or your tribe to reach out to, do it. It lightens the load considerably. It's this 8 of Swords. Page of Wands. Yay. Okay, so this is you on the road to recovery or on the mend. If you're doubting your position, don't. You have people that'll catch you if you fall or slip up or whatnot. I think this is old patterns resurfacing, and you're afraid you're going to backslide, or you're worried about the future. but you've been planning for this a while. Like things are going, it's okay. I think you're just having some sort of slip up. I don't know what came in to make you doubt everything. I think maybe since your sort of liberation is still new, or since this whole seclusion, like us having to be shelter in place, that's so new that you're having a hard time with not being able to get out there and do your thing. Go and make money, go to your job, that sort of thing. You're not able to get out and among. Some of you might like that. Some of you might be like, oh, this is just the recharge I needed. You know what I mean? Like to just be able to finally sit down and think about things and finally just calm down and rest and not have everything move so quickly in such a fast pace. But it feels like is it that you finally got time to think about things? Is that what it is? Mulling something over. What are you thinking about? I think this is kind of a low-key week. I think the money issue is going to go better than you think it is. But I also think that, I don't know, it's like that being your biggest concern and that gets taken care of, you're still kind of it feels like you're still kind of keeping unto yourself. Like you're still, but I mean, and I get it though, because it's hard. Like what is it there to get excited about when there's like day after day is the same and we have to be home and we can't, by the way, if you're a first responder or essential worker, thank you for your service. But it feels like that doesn't, because you're worried about, well, what about next time? It feels like where you're at is new and you're still worried that something is going to come back and get you from the past and that you won't have any help or friends, and you do, but you have a tendency to recluse yourself. So you're alone and reclusing yourself. You're not even reaching out or kind of being social even online or anything like that. And it feels like you're afraid for what might happen, like, what's to come here. Even though you've got a tribe and it's going to be okay. You're looking to the future. You're planning for the future. You're good. You're good. But it's like you're afraid that's going to leave you. And I think this is just old haunts coming back to kind of mess with you again. I think this is some, if I may be so nostalgic, stinking thinking. Anybody remember Stuart Smalley? I think this is you kind of getting down in the dumps about things. And I think you're going to need some help getting pulled out. You might need to reach out to some friends. I don't think this is someone coming back. I think this is you kind of beating yourself up over someone from the past. I think this is you still kind of behaving in a way like you would be if you were with them, and you don't need to. This is a very private solitude type week for you. This is you feeling just kind of, maybe you're just exploring your emotions. Maybe you're just kind of thinking about what's transpired or what happened. This feels like a week of solitude. It doesn't feel like you're with anybody. It feels like you are purposely and deliberately by yourself, that you like that, but this week is just a hard week on you emotionally because you're kind of beating yourself up for things. And there's shame here. There's you not wanting to reach out to other people because there's a sense of shame here. But you don't need to feel that way. Your friends and your tribe love you, and they don't see you the way you think they see you. Once you come out of this kind of shame that you're doing to yourself, once you come out of that, there's also you being able to plan. There's also you being able to strategize. It's like this is a stutter step because this is where you live right now. This is you going, okay, I'm good, I'm safe, I'm good. I'm in a good place. So it's almost like you're still kind of, this feels like PTSD. For the Pisces I'm reading for, things are good, but you get into this space sometimes where you're just like, oh my gosh, and then you come out of it. But for a couple of days there, you're like, and then you're like, okay, I'm good. And I hate to say it, but the beauty of that is that it keeps you alert and it keeps you working towards your greatest good for yourself. It keeps you focused on yourself. A lot of people disagree with that, but from where you came from, you should be focused on yourself. For the Pisces that I'm reading for, this is keeping you on your toes, shall we say. And I hate that it had to come from trauma or tragedy, but this is you staying alert and focused on your best interest because of where you came from. And sometimes that gets the better of you, but it just serves as motivation to keep you going towards working on this, winning and securing that and working for that, and just your eyes on the goal. And that's a healthy goal for you right now until you get a little more distance from where you came from, because that can still get a hold of you emotionally and you still battle with that. And it still makes you feel like you're afraid that you can't take care of yourself. So, and you can. So this is, this is a week of introspection for you and just kind of staying at home. Money's there. There might be an issue of money as far as like what happened, but then that is not a very big concern. It gets set to rights. This is more about you stabilizing your emotions, and you might need your friends to do that. But it feels like there might be like a concern with money, but that gets either the work shifts come up, or it's you remember you have savings. It's like a stutter step. It's like there's an initial concern, and I think it's part of this way that you're just learned to or you've conditioned to feel like what if I can't take care of myself? What if there's that fear, and so it's like a stutter step. What else for Pisces? For Pisces. Good. 4 of Cups. Good. Thinking about things, mulling things over, planning on things. What about finances here? Okay. All right. You're okay. You're okay. 6 of Pentacles. You're okay for the finances. I just asked about that. So this is just you kind of panicking for a minute, and then, and that's part of this. When you're going over something and you're reviewing the past and you're thinking about things and you're planning for the future and looking ahead and things are good, but you came from when things were not so good, you panic sometimes. You do that. It's PTSD. You do it. This is one of those weeks. So this is you just kind of riding it out. And those people that are like, okay, are we okay? Okay. That's what this week is. There's going to be a little bit of that for you. Like, okay, everything's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. All right, I'm okay. All right. Yeah, so much for under 10 minutes. Okay. All right. What else? Pisces. Yes, things are good. Things are as they should be. You're safe. You are not obligated to anyone. You're not this. So this is you thinking about how far you've come after dealing with someone that was not in agreement with you. Work partner, colleague, friend, romantic partner. You don't have to deal with them anymore, and your life is good. And part of you revels in that, and part of you is like, is it really good? Am I okay? Am I really okay? So yes, please reach out to friends and loved one to let them know how you're doing and how you're not doing. Because you can kind of fall down a rabbit hole, and you need to know that you're okay and that you're going to be okay. Not because you got plucked out of where you were, but because you have people that are going to make sure it's okay for you, and you're going to make sure it's okay for you. We've got you planning and wanting to get out there, and you've got designs on it, and it might feel a bit suffocating that you can't get out there, and beautiful days, or the sun's out now and we're still stuck on hard, but it's coming. But now is the thinking time. Now is the reviewing time. But in time, you'll be able to get out there and plan your life, plan for things, get out, go among and do. But not this week. This week, you're laying low and getting in touch with friends. Okay, Pisces. Okay, you have yourself a good week. You take care of yourself, and you reach out to those friends and family. Much love and support to you. Take care.